Hey guys, today we're back with another firearms review. And today on the channel we'll be reviewing the Ruger GP100 7-shot 357 Magnum. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again today we're going to be reviewing the Ruger GP100 7-shot 357 Magnum. You have a 7-shot 357, 6-inch barrel. You also have fiber optics here on front. Top of it you have serrations for anti-glare. A full full underlug here for that weight. 7 shots once again. Coming back from here, you also have your pack mar with rosewood inserts on them, both sides, left and right. You have your cylinder release push button in, single and double action. Let's go ahead and take our first few shots with her. These have 357 Magnums in them. There we go. All right, 7 shots. Go ahead and pull them out here. As our first shots through GP100, this model right here anyway. I have shot many GP100s before in the past. Had one for a good long amount of time, but this is the first one I've had it for a little bit. Dropped one of them, I'll be picking it up right here in a second though. But right here we have some 357 from Winchester. Go ahead and get it loaded up. Need me some speed loaders. I had some 6-shot speed loaders at the house, but I do not have any 7-shot. All right, so we've got her loaded up. Let's go ahead and go into some single action on her. Alrighty, 7 more shots, 357 Magnum. So boys, let me tell you something. This thing right here is what you call a tank. Ruger overbuilds their 357s, their 44 Magnums. Anything that Ruger's got is pretty good overbuilt, but they're built like tanks. They've always said, you know, the Smith & Wesson's a Corvette of the revolver world. The Colt Python is a Rolls Royce, and the Smith & Wesson, or not Smith & Wesson, but the Ruger is the tank. You can easily see that though, guys. I mean, she's heavy, she's overbuilt. That 6-inch barrel though, guys, exactly where you're aiming is where you're hitting at. Just feels great overall. So let's go ahead and look at the double action coming from this side right here. Double action is pretty long and it is heavy. But we did put some Wilson Combat oil in it and it has smoothed it up quite a bit. Single action, you breathe on her and it goes off. Now I will say, 100%, the Smith & Wessons, we just reviewed a Model 19. We've reviewed a Performance Center, and the Smith & Wesson does have a better single and double action. That's just how it's always been. But, you know, there's always something else to think about whenever it comes to that. You know, the double action, I want the double action to be as smooth as possible, don't get me wrong, and I want that single action to be pretty smooth too, but it's nothing to shy away from, if that makes sense. So that being said, yes, the Smith & Wesson does have a better double and single action, but it does not have the reliability that I've seen so far out of these. So the reason I'm saying this for, and it could backfire here, but we'll try it out. So right then a minute ago, we just got done reviewing the Model 19 Smith & Wesson. We had 3 round fares with decent primer strikes, as you can see here. 2 of them being 357, 1 of them being 38 special. So now let's go ahead and load them up into this Ruger and see if they will fire. They very well might, they very well might not. So this is just going to be a test for us. So here is, I think, the 38 special. Went off. All right. So as you can see there, the Ruger does have a harder spring in it to make sure them primers ignite. Here is the 357 Winchester. It went off. You can see a lot better primer strike. And here is the PPU, which are known for their heavy primers that did not go off on the 357 or on the Smith & Wesson. I didn't know it was going to go off. I didn't, but I've always known that Ruger makes them heavy springs in there just to make sure that your rounds will go off. So once again, Smith & Wesson's a Corvette, that is the truth. Colt Python's a Rolls Royce. This thing right here is a tank. That being said, we've also had a Ruger Super Red Hawk 44 Magnum. My dad's had it since '92. He gave it to me back in about 2015. That's one of the last guns I'd ever sell just because of how much it means to me. That being said though, we've shot until how many hundreds of rounds through that thing. Never had a single bobble, hiccup, or anything from that Ruger Super Red Hawk 44 Magnum, and these GP100s seem to be the exact same way. Let's go ahead and load it up with some 38 Special and see just how smooth she can be on this double action. Once again, that 7 shots of 38 or 357 is nothing to joke around about. Plus, you got that 6-inch barrel on this GP100. So you got some really good powder burn coming out of them cartridges. So now we got it loaded up, 7 shots of 38 Special. Let's go ahead and try out our double action a little bit. There we go. All 7 of them fired. Whew. Once again, guys, the GP100. It is a pretty gun. I've always loved the way these Rugers look. Now, if you talk to 10 different people, you might get 10 different opinions. Some people does not like that that rubber grip with the inserts on it. They're like either pick one or the other. I understand, but at the same time, it does have function and does look good in my opinion. I do like the inserts here. Like I said, some people don't like them, but I do. It feels great in my hand, and let me tell you something, it feels even better whenever you're shooting the big 357 Magnum cartridges through this gun. Let's go ahead and load it up some more with some 38 Special. Three, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Wish I'd have grabbed that Ruger Super Red Hawk to show you all. We've had a review on them ways ago, but as you can see, we love our Rugers here on top of the mountain. Go, 7 more shots done. And this thing ejects them cartridges about perfect, guys. We haven't had a single hiccup on with that yet so far, but these are built truly like a tank. Let's go ahead and load it up with some more 357 Magnum and see how she does. These right here, once again, is a hard primer PPUs. 357 hollow points. There's 4 loaded. Let's get our last 3 out. All right, go ahead and take a few more shots with her in single action. Alrighty, there they go. As you all know, them 357s, they can hit the hand a little bit hard. They truly can. But now with that 6-inch barrel on this thing, and as heavy as it is, you barely even feel it in your hand going off. And that's something I absolutely love about the Ruger GP100 and the 6-inch barrel. Hopefully sooner or later, we're going to request the 4-inch and review it as well. 4-inch will be a little bit better for carrying around, maybe in your car or on the waistband somewhere or another. But this 6-inch, if you're wanting it for hunting and outside the waistband or chest rig, you know, especially if you're going grizzly bear hunting or how we did a little bit whiles ago with hog hunting, they are a hard caliber to beat, especially in that 6-inch barrel. Let's go ahead and take our final shots with the GP100. There's that 38 Special. You can tell it don't even bump any. There we go. Guys, once again, as you can tell, we're a fan of Ruger here on top of the hill, and Ruger's never let us down, so hopefully it will be able to continue. But this is the Ruger GP100 7-shot 357 Magnum. At the front sight here, and I don't think we ought to show that, so let's go ahead and look at what type of sight picture I'm looking at here. So as you can see, that sight picture right there, you have that big green fiber optic downrange. You can see it perfectly, and it shows up perfectly. Even taking into consideration where our background is mostly green, this thing just pops out at you, especially whenever you get that good sight picture, and you're just ready to rock and roll with her, guys. But this gunner here does get my stamp of approval, and like I said, this isn't a video throwing off on Smith & Wesson because I love them. I also partner with them, but also at the same time, we do tell the truth here. This gun here, once again, has them bigger leaf systems in it, heavier springs, and it does make sure that that round goes off every single time. So guys, once again, I appreciate Ruger for sending it to us to review today. I'm very happy with this GP100. And once again, once we put that Wilson Combat lube in there, she did loosen up a little bit, and it is a lot smoother than what she was when we got her. But that being said, guys, thank you all for viewing as always. If you have any questions or comments about the Ruger GP100, please leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you all for viewing as always. Like and subscribe for more gun reviews, and I'll see y'all in the next video.